Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Technology Deep Dive on Tuesday, March 18, 2025. Tonight, we'll cover market moves in technology, communications, and healthcare sectors, featuring key stocks and indexes. I'm your host, Ira Roth. Let's dive in. Tech-related indexes showed significant weakness today. The Nasdaq Composite Index fell 304.54 to 17,504. While the Nasdaq 100 dropped 328.87 to 19,483. Both indexes display very strong negative trends. The healthcare sector bucked the trend, rising slightly. Market breadth was heavily negative. The Nasdaq Composite saw just 635 advances versus 2,546 declines. The technology sector showed similar weakness, with 89 advances against 606 declines. Healthcare also struggled with declining stocks outnumbering advancers by nearly 4-1. Returns paint a challenging picture for tech. The technology sector is down 10.8% year-to-date. The Nasdaq Composite has fallen 9.4% this year. In contrast, healthcare remains positive, up 6.4% year-to-date. Among top tech performers, Intel rose 0.89% to 25.92, marking its fifth consecutive up day. Fidelity National Information Services gained 1.4% to 73.29, showing strong upward volatility over 3 days. Corning added 0.87% despite a strong negative trend. Looking at returns, Intel leads with a 29.3% year-to-date gain. Fidelity National Information Services shows strong weekly momentum, up 3.4%, though down 9.3% year-to-date. Corning remains relatively flat for the year. Among declining tech stocks, Supermicro fell sharply, down 9.6% to 37.90. First Solar dropped 4.2% to 127.34, hitting a one-year low. Nvidia declined 3.3% to 115.53, continuing its downward trend. In terms of performance, First Solar has struggled most, down 27.7% year-to-date. Nvidia has fallen 14% this year. Despite today's sharp decline, Supermicro maintains a 24.3% year-to-date gain. Technology ETFs showed broad weakness today. Tues fell 1.6% to 474.62. Vanguard Information Technology Index Fund and VanEck Semiconductor ETF both showed very strong negative trends. The leveraged 3x bullish QQQ dropped 5%, while its inverse counterpart 3x bearish QQQ gained 5%. Year-to-date performance metrics reveal significant declines. 3x bullish QQ has experienced the steepest decline at -24.3%, while 3x bearish QQ has gained 21.5%. Month-to-date, Vanguard Information Technology shows the largest decline among non-leveraged funds at -6.7%.
Looking at stocks and tech industries, I'm Sally Short. Meta Platforms led declines, dropping 3.7%, while Alphabet fell 2.3%. Amazon, Microsoft, and Apple all showed strong negative trends, with losses between 0.6% and 1.4%. Year-to-date returns show significant weakness across most tech leaders. Alphabet and Apple have declined roughly 15%, while Amazon is down 12%. Meta Platforms shows relative stability, down just 0.5% for the year. In semiconductor stocks, DataVault AI surged 11.2%, while SemiLEDs gained 7.2% to reach a one-year high. SmartChem showed strong upward volatility, rising 6.7% with 2 consecutive positive closes. Looking at returns, SemiLEDs stands out with a 48.8% year-to-date gain. SmartChem has shown remarkable weekly strength, up 41% this week alone. Magnachip Semiconductor and Pixelworks both broke upward from sideways consolidation. In cloud computing, Block led gains with a 5.8% rise. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, Workday, and Dropbox each logged 3 consecutive days of gains, though all maintain negative trends. Year-to-date performance shows significant divergence. SAP SE has gained nearly 10%, while Block has declined 32.7%. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise is down 25.4%, showing persistent weakness. In AI and robotics, Oceaneering International rose 1.8% with 6 straight positive closes. Yaskawa, Electric, and Nidec each gained over 1.5% with 3 consecutive up days. RTX maintained its strong upward trend. Year-to-date returns show RTX leading with a 14.7% gain, while Yaskawa Electric is up 10.5%. Oceaneering International has struggled, declining 19.5% despite recent daily gains. In thematic ETFs focused on AI and robotics, industrial and logistics and automation both gained, up 1.7% and 1.1% respectively. Despite today's upward moves, all funds in this group show strong to very strong negative trends. Looking at returns, AI and robotics shows the weakest performance with a minus 4.2% week-to-date decline. Meanwhile, robotics demonstrates more stability with minimal fluctuations across all measured timeframes. Electric vehicle stocks showed strength today, led by Lucid surging 8.7%. BYD reached a new all-time high for the second consecutive day, amid a very strong positive trend. Multiple stocks broke upward from recent sideways patterns. Returns analysis shows BYD leading with an impressive 55% year-to-date gain. Nikola continues to struggle, down 89% year-to-date, while NIO shows positive momentum across all time frames. In quantum computing stocks, quantum computing led gains, up 7.6% and marking its 6th consecutive positive close. Applied Materials showed the largest decline at 1.2%, extending its downward streak to 2 days. Return metrics highlight quantum computing's strong recent performance, up 21.7% week-to-date and 42.2% month-to-date. However, its year-to-date decline of 47.9% reflects longer-term challenges in the sector. Solar stocks showed notable gains, with Sunnova Energy International surging 14.9%. Tigo Energy and Emeren followed with gains of 7.8% and 6.9% respectively, despite most maintaining negative trends. Returns analysis reveals challenging conditions for solar stocks. Sunnova shows an 89% year-to-date decline despite today's rally. Emeren posted the strongest week-to-date gain at 42%, showing potential recovery signs. Among thematic ETFs, First Trust Index Innovative Transaction and Process ETF maintains a strong positive trend at 50.4. In contrast, iShares US Medical Devices ETF shows a very strong negative trend, closing at 59.52. Global X Internet of Things ETF and the cybersecurity funds also display downward momentum. Looking at returns, Global X Cybersecurity ETF leads week-to-date performance with a 2.39% gain. First Trust Index Innovative Transaction and Process ETF shows the strongest year-to-date return at 7.84%, while iShares US Medical Devices ETF has the largest month-to-date decline at minus 6.66%.
And with that, we wrap up another end-of-day technology deep dive. I'm Ira Roth, along with my AI co-host Sally Short. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI. with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.